Hey everyone, it's another houseplant tour, and this is going to be part one of part two because I got tons of plants back there, and I kind of just want to go into a little bit more detail on what I did for the fall decor, decorating, and I got like lots of fun stuff, and I did like some thrifting, and I made it into like plant decor. And I know a lot of people have questions about that, like how do I display my plants? And mine is always just incorporate your plants into your lifestyle, and what I mean by that is something that I will show you. All right, so right here is my plant room. It is actually night out, but this is the plant room, as you can see. I'm going to go through half of the room today, and then half of the room at another time. Well, probably like a week from now. But yeah, I did a lot of like fall decor decorating and stuff. So I gotta plant that up. But what I'm going to do here is, I think I'm going to cover this baker's rack area here. And yeah, I did a lot of fall stuff. Very fun, very fun. And that's going to be in the first video. And this buffet table will be in the second video because there's a lot going on. So I'll start with the first video right here. And I'll also cover right here. Look at this display I made. Like, isn't that so charming for fall? And it comes with a cat. Hummy. Hi, Hummy. Oh, black cat. Perfect time for lounging around. Hummer, because he usually hums when you pet him. He's a little hummer. Or Hummy for short. Okay, yeah, so I'll cover this. I will cover the plant stand right here and what is over on the fireplace. I think that's good for part one. And then part two, I will also include the buffet, this area, the cabio, I think it's called, cabio, everything that's in here, and of course this area. Oh, that's like a picture right there, picture, thumbnail. Pretty. Let's get over here. Look at these little cool owls. I got those at the thrift store. Somebody recommended that I go to like Goodwill and find stuff, and I tell you what, it has been so fun. I have found lots of little goodies from Goodwill that I feel like are just so unique. It's not something that you're gonna find like new season stuff. Yeah, I got these at the Goodwill here too. Find stuff for planters. I find neat things and just display it. Okay, back to the plants, Oh yeah. Also, I went out in my garden and I cut some hydrangeas right here. I mean, that's just like very full. And I got some dried flowers and stuff in here, like these oak grasses. These are so beautiful. This just screams fall to me. I know if I left them out a little longer, they will turn more purple, and I might do that later. But okay, back to the plants. So yeah, speaking of thrifting, right? I got this at the Goodwill too. This vase. How fun! But I'm loving this. This is like fall vibes right here. I have a silver dragon, alocasia, and you know what? There's its newest leaf right here, and it's not very silver, but this is like the plant that made me like fall in love with indoor plants. I usually do outdoor plants. You'll know this, right? Most of my videos are outdoor plants, considering we're also in the growing season. But I have a new appreciation for indoor plants. This is a white wizard philodendron, and I mean, this whole area was white, but it was turning brown, so I chopped it. Y'all know how that is. But that is so beautiful. I love white and green. There's something so simple about it. Thrift store find. Little bluish purple owl. So cute. And I got these micans growing in this little jar here. I think that would be nice to have them trailing around. I actually have them on my window. Yeah, those are where the philodendron micans are, and I'll cover that in another video. All right, and then I have these Alocasia maharanis. I actually have two of them, but this one is kind of like a little in a bit of a, actually my whole top right here is kind of like in a rehab roll-up, and I'll explain why in a second. But look at the texture of the Maharani. Oh, beautiful plant. That's another Alocasia. I got this red bucket here and the Goodwill too, and also with this one right here with the golden leaf. That just screams fall. I actually gotta plant this one. But all right, up we go. Some dried lavender from my own garden. Bring that up front. And this is the Xanthosema. Look at that coloring. I love the whites and the greens, the contrast to it. But this only has one leaf. So yeah, like a lot of these things like don't have many leaves on them. But when I put them all together, you really don't notice it. So this is a little statue my mom got me. She's like, this just screams you, Mandy. And yes, I can agree. So thank you, Mom. This is a caladium, actually. Now, where I'm at in zone 6, these would normally be for like outdoor plants. And that's fine. But I brought them indoors, see what they would do. Usually if they get more sun, they're gonna be like that more fallish mauve red. That is such a thing. And when they're indoor, they're not getting enough light and they end up turning like a little bit more brown. And focus. There we go. So that's that. But what? I just got this plant at one of my shopping hauls. This is the Florida Green by Proven Winners. And guys, like, oh, I cannot wait. Look, it's just gonna crawl along that railing there. How beautiful is that? And these are a fast grower and they're really, really hardy, and they're actually a beginner friendly plant in my opinion. Oh, and I got these roses frames and a picture at Goodwill. So fun. Over here I got this little embroidery piece that I got at the Plant Fest that I got frame up. And this is another Goodwill find. Fun. Alright, going down to the second shelf. Another Goodwill find right here. Ooh, that's pretty. I love, it's like actually 3D. Yeah, you see how it's like protruding out? Ooh, neat. This is the lemon and lime philodendron. I love the coloring to that. And then I got it in this leaf, golden leaf with the red coloring on the vase, I guess you want to call it, a planter. Scindapsus, my friend Carissa gave me, and it's still going strong. And I did this with the moss on the wood with like little potpourris and stuff, and I added like little acorns just for this little display right here. Okay, this is so cool. This is an oil lamp, right? And I put that in this display. This is my embroidery. I did this, and I actually have to work more on my embroidery, and now that the fall is come, well, winter, I'll be probably doing a lot more of that. Gorgeous little asparagus fern right here. I love it. It's so elegant, and I have that in another display actually right here, and we'll go over that in a second. I found this neat little frame. Look how ornate that is. Like, that is so cool. I found that at the Goodwill. That's stuff you just don't find anymore. And oh, I love this calathea. This is probably the only calathea that has done well. I mean, this is the worst leaf right here. But I'll cut that off once the other ones start maturing. But look at the coloring with that blue opal color, and then it has that blush pink. And then the dark green edgings. That's really nice. Oh, by the way, purples and blues are like my colors for fall to add more of like a pop. And then just down here, this display was fun because these are actually two separate pieces. I got these at the Goodwill, okay? You got this planter here, and then we have this like little birdhouse, and they're actually separate. I really need to dust that. I put some moss in here. This moss probably needs a haircut, but I think that looks so cute. Like, this is so like country folk type of display too. Oh, over here I have a silver aglaonema just like protruding out. Beautiful plant. Some dried flower arrangements, I have those around. And this is what they call I call it the poor man's Prince of Orange. Oh, dang, there goes a whole bunch of dirt. The philodendron Macaulay's finale, so also known as the poor man's Prince of Orange. That's what I'll call it. Oh, and these are my babies here. I actually got to do some treatment on these for spider mites. Alocasia black velvet. I gotta plant them too. They're not planted yet, which is a good thing because I gotta treat them. So, but yeah, those are my babies right there. I love that contrast. I got a bunny. Actually, I just got a new bunny. Unexpectedly, I have Zeke, and now I have baby Simba. And Simba is actually going to go to the vet tomorrow to get checked up and everything. He was actually running around, and he wasn't well taken care of, and the owners just didn't want him anymore when we found out who the owners were. So I took him in, and that's great. My sea oak grass right here, and this is the nanny plant that's crawling up. How fun is that? So, but anyway, I'll put Simba in a video one of these days, but that's the baker's rack right there. I gotta get a picture, and like, I'm gonna do more pictures and stuff, like especially along this wall. I'll get there. And I actually moved the one painting that was right here to right there. Ooh, so dark and moody. That's beautiful though. Very fall. We're gonna move right over here. This is just like a little display I did. Again, like, put your plants in with your home decor. Like, just make it one. Don't make it separate. I see so many people like have a wall of plants like they're a store almost, and it's like, no, give them some personality. So I got these little leaves at the Goodwill store. It was like somebody's craft, right? And they actually made, these are like clay, I guess, and they made a wind chime out of that, which isn't really ideal. So some of them were broken, and the rest of the ones that were good I just stuck around here on top of this moss, again with that whole like potpourri theme that I did before on the baker's rack. I love this mushroom, like this mushroom, so cool. I got that at Michael's. And then I got some Tradescantia stuck in here. Not stuck, put in here actually. There we go. Yeah, that looks nice. Some dried flower arrangements. This is the asparagus fern. But yeah, I just love these like little pops of color. And then we got like these little money plants here. They're actually, ooh, can I focus on this? There we go. So they actually have like this gold color now, which I kind of like, very fall. But if I take off the outer layer, you see how it becomes silver, and that's like kind of like how we normally see them. And I can do that for the winter, or like flower, yeah, when I do other displays. But right now it's in here, and it's very autumn vibe. Yeah? Okay. Actually, I gotta pick these up. I don't want the cats getting them. Alright, and this is the last area that I'll be covering. This has the orchid cactus. Look at this. This is, I cannot wait until this blooms, but like this plant is just perfect for this. And I love the ornate detail of the stand itself. This is like super old too, and this has been on our family. So, and then I have the climbing plant down here. I actually have 4 of them in here, and they're all growing on each of its legs, if you will. But yeah, I gotta plant this actually, and really happy with it. Over here on top of the cute little fireplace, I just got dried eucalyptus, and it's like a colored blue. Again, I really like the blue silver tones. Another aglaonema. Actually, it's the same one that I have over on my baker's rack. Over here, I have this really cool little propagation stand. I got this at Walmart for like $4. This, the polka dot begonia, I call it, is probably definitely ready. Look at the roots on that. So I might sell that or give it to somebody. Got another climbing plant here. Obviously, like, this stuff is gonna move when the fireplace goes on. Like, but a fun story with this. This is I just got it today. Random, actually. This is a Hoya Wyetii variegated. And look at the sun stress on it. Like, it's so beautiful. I actually was making a delivery, and the lady who I delivered to, she came to the door, and, you know, I gave her her stuff, and I was like, hey, I like your plant collection, because she had just had such a huge stuff, like, on her porch, and, like, some really cool things, like, cool plants like this. And, you know, we were talking, and if you're watching, hi. I told her, I was like, I have a YouTube channel, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, would you like some cuttings? And I was like, sure, why not? So, yeah, I have it in water now, but I'm gonna put it in sphagnum moss, and that'll be better. But yeah, I mean, the sun's stressing to that really is beautiful. So that was like a fun little gift, unexpected. But so there's that. Loving it. My little stand here with the orchid cactus. That's my little fall display here. Fun. And then the baker's rack. Yeah, I can't wait for that Florida green to start sprawling across. That would be so fun. Everyone, so thank you very much for tuning in, and if you want us to hit subscribe, I will do a part 2 of this houseplant tour, and I hope you enjoyed what you saw so far, and let me know what you think about the display, and what do you do with your plants that's unique other than just putting them on a shelf in a pot. So let me know. Bye.